I've noticed a lot of people, especially a lot of these childhood people that I went to parties with, they're not close with their siblings. Sometimes I'll go to these events and I'll ask, hey, how's your sibling doing? They're like, I don't know. Oh, I mean, you don't know what they're doing right now, or you just don't know in general? Beats me, bro. I haven't talked to my sibling in 3 years. 3 years? That's a long time. A really long time. Because I would imagine that you guys will somehow keep in touch. Not quite. They just don't talk. And I asked them if there was anything bad that happened. And they'll often say, no, it just, we ran out of things to talk about. I actually saw this situation when I went to an event recently where the girl and the guy, they were such close siblings for the longest. They had inside jokes whenever they would invite our family and a bunch of other families to their house. The brother and the sister knew how to play off each other's energy to entertain everyone else. They were just so close. So when I was asking the sister, hey, how's your brother been? Honestly, I was expecting good. But it suddenly turned dark. She says, I don't talk to him anymore. Why not? Because how do you respond back to a question like that? Oh, really? You don't say. I just said, why not? But after I asked that question, I thought, oh man, was that too much of a personal question? Because I don't really know this girl that well. And she said, well, the reason why is because we're just at different stages of our life right now. I thought, okay, well, who cares if you're in different stages? Why don't you guys tackle the different stages together? Let's say you're like trying to find a husband and he's already married, which he's not. I mean, you guys are both single. So I feel like there's a similarity there. You guys still don't have anything to talk about. But let's say you guys are in different stages of your life. You're still telling me you guys can't find a way to bond? And to make it worse, they live in the same city. So this is a epidemic, I think, that's been happening more as of late, where people will just say something like, we just ran out of things to talk about. I think that sort of mentality is fine with certain friends. Let's say you're into self-improvement a lot and they just want to party at this stage of their life. They don't care about anything else. Eventually, you guys are going to run out of things to talk about. Then I think it's fine for you guys to somewhat separate. But with your sibling, I don't think it's smart to introduce those sort of habits. One person always needs to make the intention to stay in touch. If neither person makes that intention, boom, it's done. Eventually, you guys are 40 and people will ask, oh, do you have a sibling? Yeah, I do, but at this point, we're strangers. And if you ask me, that's one of the saddest things that can happen. Because a sibling is God giving you your first friend. If everything works out well. And even if it doesn't work out well, I think at that point, an older brother needs to take charge. The older brother needs to say, look, I'm the older one. It doesn't even matter if I'm 9 months older. I'm the older one. I am going to take control of the situation. If the older brother is just as lacking empathy as the younger brother, then nothing is going to get done. The older brother has to take charge in this scenario. And the older brother just has to be like, look, you don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. But here's what's going to happen. Eventually, there's going to come a time when mom and dad aren't around. And there's going to come a time when me and you are the only people that really are blood, that are within the same geographic location. So we're going to have each other's backs. We don't really know the kind of problems we're going to face at age 40, 50, etc. And eventually there's going to come a day where you need me or I need you. So we got to start mending the relationship somehow. And from there, a spark is beginning. And that's when you guys hopefully try to get closer again. But the older brother needs to take charge, or the older sister needs to take charge. Otherwise, it's just not going to get done. Because one thing I've noticed, at least from my experience, is that the subconscious mind, it never goes away. So the older brother, the subconscious mind still remembers moments where he was taking care of his little brother. If the little brother's like fell for some reason and the parents weren't around, the big brother knew to get the parents to pick up the little brother, something like that. So there was a period where the older sibling had to care for the younger sibling. They probably dealt with some jealousy. If you watch Everybody Loves Raymond, you know what I'm talking about. But eventually they learned to understand that the little brother was a little bit more dependent on the big brother than the other way around. And I don't think that goes away when you're 30, 40, 50. It just gets buried deeper and deeper. And every now and then you need someone to remind you, yo, you are the older one. You have to take care of this. Sort of like when parents and kids argue, most of the community members of the parents, they're not saying, wait till the kid apologizes. They're saying, you're the parent. You know better than the kid. So you need to start something off. If you don't, that's a bad luck.